Mahlako Komane, who's been following the story. A very good afternoon to you, Mahlako. What do we know about those matric exams starting today?
Well, good afternoon indeed to you, Nzinga, and the viewers at home. What we know that so far, I think they're almost finished because it's normally a 3-hour paper having started at 9 o'clock. It should be finished, I think, about 4 or 5 minutes ago. But so far, we haven't heard any incidences. But I think as we crisscross the country, you will have seen, I think, for example, in KZN, Misi Mshengu saying that what they've done as a province just to ensure that these matrics get as much time as they possibly can. In some areas there was no teaching for almost 3 months, so the children hadn't been to school from March to about June, that second week of June, saying that his learners, they've made arrangements so that learners can continue coming, and getting that necessary support from educators. But I think also what was a big thing this morning was the Minister of Education, the Minister of Basic Education, Ms. Mchecha, saying that, learners that do test positive for COVID-19 will be given isolation areas where they will be able to write. They had an agreement that they came to with the Department of Health, that the Department of Health will be sending those invigilators. That was a bit of a grey area, I think, for the longest time as to what is it that is going to happen in that regard. And I think also provinces coming in and saying that they will be guarding the answer sheets in terms of the transportation as well as the question papers to ensure that there is no leakage. And I think 2020, quite the big emphasis on the integrity of the exams. But I think a lot of matrics speaking on issues of being nervous, some of them quite excited. But I think it was also quite interesting to hear MEC Tate from the Free State saying that they didn't just start this year, they don't start their grade 12s preparing them for matric in the matric year, but they start them as early as grade 11 to ensure that, come grade 12, really it's mainly revision. You'll remember that Free State last year being one of the top achieving province in the country, so he's very hopeful that they will retain that. But also it was quite a record achievement. I think they were sitting at about, 81% as a class of 2019. Minister Mchecha there saying that she really does hope that they stay within that 80 threshold, but should it drop, it's not something that she's really going to be that disappointed about, considering the circumstances that the class of 2020 has found themselves in.
Mahlako Komane giving us an update on the matric exams that are underway in South Africa. She's following that story and will keep us updated throughout the course of the day on that.